What's up, guys? Welcome to the Tarot. I'm the energy and intuitive reader, and I'm here to do the general reading for somebody. So let's see who's gonna get it. Trust yourself, okay, Leo? What's up, Leo? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing well today. So today we're going to do your general reading. I'm gonna pull two oracles, clarify, and give you some advice. I do offer personal readings. That information is in the description box below. Let's begin, Leo. Yes. So I do feel like you need to trust yourself here, okay, over everyone else, over anything that is happening. Trust yourself, okay, Leo. There could be people that are trying to confuse you or misguide you, or you know, trying to tell you that that's not gonna happen, and you know it is. Like, trust yourself. Who cares what people are gonna say? People are gonna talk whether you're doing good or you're doing bad. People are always gonna talk, so don't also care about that. Like, who gives a fuck? Trust yourself, man. Yeah, and people get over shit, right? Maybe you're going through, like, I'm hearing drama, like a drama thing. Um, people like move on from shit. They get over shit. They forget about shit eventually. The less you feed something, the less you worry about it, the less people care about it, right? I feel like a lot of you guys are under you're under high protection right now from the universe with your angels. Okay, you need to know that. All right, the first card you have is Call of the Muse, number 31, with thoughts in reverse, number 16. Okay, so I feel like you're being called to do something here. I feel like you're definitely overthinking it. I feel like this is involving somebody else. Okay, if this is reverse, reverse the messages. I feel like you're definitely overthinking it. Okay, I feel there's a reason why you can't stop thinking about this person, or the situation. Like, you're supposed to be, you need to, this is going to happen, something like that. What's Call of the Muse and thoughts in reverse? Something is so loud, like it feels like you're literally being pulled in that direction. Okay, what is Call of the Muse and thoughts in reverse? Some of you guys are about to get more formal, or more like business savvy, or more like, suit and tie energy. Okay, some of you guys might be making a deal, or I feel like you're about to do something. This is a side note. I feel like you're about to do something that is going to make you more professional in some way, or make you more stable, more steady. Like, people are going to start looking at you in a more serious tone because of what you're about to do. Okay? Anyways, what is Call of the Muse and thoughts in reverse? Some of you guys could be in the army, you're about to be like a general or something, or people look at you like that, like, yes sir, ma'am. Okay, anyways. You have the World in reverse, the Nine of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Swords in reverse, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. all right. I feel like you're worried about something here. You're really worried about this because there's a chapter that something is still open here. So you're like, how the freak am I being called to do this? And this chapter is not closed yet. With the Four of Wands and the Ten of Swords in reverse, I feel like there isn't going to be any more betrayal. I feel like you're being called toward this now because it's the final stretch. It's the final end to something. With the Four of Wands here, I feel like you and this person are going to be married, committed, move in together, whatever. I feel like that's what's going to happen. The Four of Pentacles is in reverse. I do feel like it does require you to let go of some type of grudge here, or let go of something. Like, you have to, like, not care about something, because I feel like something is on its way out anyway, So it's like, don't create fear, because universe has perfect timing. Okay, I feel like the universe is just like bringing this now to kind of like get you, like, aware of what's coming. Like, you know what's the Nine of Swords here? Let's clarify, because I feel like something not being closed out has caused you a lot of stress, and I feel like you being called to this person or the situation is kind of like a reliever, or like a whew, okay, like, now I know that that's where I'm going next, or whatever. This person, this situation is your rite of passage. What is the Nine of Swords here? You have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, you're gonna get your wish. Okay, whatever you're being called to, you're gonna get it. All right. You have the Eight of Wands. Something's gonna happen a lot more quicker than you expect. What's the world in reverse? Some of you guys are about to be famous really fast. Okay, you're about to get a lot of attention. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, like I said, I feel like you're definitely stressed because something is not over. The Six of Wands in reverse. Don't worry, something is not going to be successful anymore. Something is going to be like wah wah wah. Like something is going to like just not work out. Someone's going to be very embarrassed. Okay, as well. What's the Four of Wands here? You have the Emperor in reverse. Aries energy here. Yeah, you need to release control here on how this commitment, how this rite of passage is going to happen. Okay. It's going to happen. It's just not going to be like how you expect. It's not going to be all perfect and you know everything and everything is set in motion. And as soon as you see them is when, as soon as your life starts, like, no, like life is not like that. We have to be more realistic, so I feel like you first want you to release control and, go with the flow with this. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse because you're not stuck. You're not trapped. Okay. What's the Ten of Swords in reverse here? I feel like a lot of you guys have nice eyes. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sag energy. Yeah. I feel like, um, the Ace of Swords in reverse. Don't believe lies, Leo. Don't tell yourself half truths because you're going to get yourself mad. Okay, you're gonna get yourself mad. Don't believe half truths. Okay, you are still gonna get this. You're being called to this person or the situation for a reason. Something is gonna close out. Don't worry. Something is gonna happen in divine timing. Something is gonna be just this the synchronicity. The, oh my gosh, no, there's no such thing as coincidences. Is gonna be astonishing. Okay, so just go with the flow. You're gonna get what you want here. Release stress. Try not to think about it so much. Keep those thoughts. Keep yourself busy. The next card you have is a merry motive, number 20, with change, number 9. Okay. So I feel like you are going to start something new here. Some of you guys could be moving, getting a new vehicle. Okay. But whatever you're going to do here, I feel like something is going to start off beautiful because I feel like you have beautiful intentions for whatever this change is. Okay. I feel like your motive behind something is so beautiful. Your motive behind changing something is beautiful and amazing. And, you're being very humble throughout this whole experience. So the universe is going to reward that. I feel like whatever change it is, the universe knows it's not easy, it's not hard. But with the merry motive, you're gonna handle it so well. It's like the universe is like, man, we have to bless Leo. Like we have to make sure that this change is gonna be great and amazing because it's like you're so humble through everything. You're so, it's beautiful. What's change and a merry motive? You have the Six of Pentacles, the Magician, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and the Fool in reverse. With the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's gonna be about work. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries energy here. Yeah, because this change is something that you know, um, was not something that you saw coming. I feel like you were not able to take a risk. You were not able to do something because somebody here was like I feel like somebody here was creating blocks for you in some way, and you were not able to keep your promise in this situation. With the Magician here and the Six of Pentacles, I feel like you are manifesting fairness. Okay, you are manifesting generosity. You are manifesting charity. You're manifesting help, assistance when you need it. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is in reverse because I do feel like um these people or whatever that did this, it's like they didn't have to do that. They're lazy people who like decided to take a shortcut, but in taking a shortcut, it was going to block you in some way. And if we know, hey, it's like there's other ways that they could have done something, because there's always other ways that we could do something. The universe is not only going to give you one way, and that's to block someone. No, unless that's their karma, but that's a different story for a different time. This is not that. Okay. So I feel like you are manifesting fairness. You are manifesting equal give and take energy throughout this change, in the beginning to in the end, after. Okay. From the beginning to the end of this change, of this journey, you're going to be supported. Okay. Because of how you ended a situation with the Six of Cups here. I feel like you kept something very sweet, very kind, even though you knew like, y'all bozos, y'all didn't need to do this. Y'all just lazy and whatever, and now you're gonna have to make me have to go through this change because you're lazy and don't want to do it in the work and you want to cut corners, like something. But with the Six of Cups, I feel like there's no, man, I feel like you're just like wish y'all the best. There's no hate in your heart, There's no nothing, even though they did what they did. And that's again why the universe is like, we're gonna make sure you're good. The Ten of Pentacles. We're gonna make sure you have forever stability. Page of Swords in reverse. Aquarius or Gemini. I feel like people could be spying on you, stalking you here, gossiping about whatever this is, you know. But I feel like you have long-term stability here. I feel like, you know, the universe is gonna bless you with that because of how you have handled this situation. Very good. Okay. Let's clarify. What's the Magician here? You have the Nine of Cups and the Two of Wands, okay? Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are manifesting here your wish, okay? And I feel like you are looking in another direction. You know, you're just like, all right, while I'm going through these changes, I feel like you're realizing that the universe is being very generous to you. I feel like you're realizing that, you know, with the Ten of Pentacles, that you have long-term stability, okay? I also feel like your haters or people that are gossiping, stalking you here, you know, spying on you, are also confirmation for you. Like, I'm the shit, because you don't spy, stalk, or gossip about somebody who ain't the shit. You know, double confirmation that, like, you know, people are just haters. You know, Scorpio got the same energy. This could be a Scorpio, the King of Cups. I feel like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I feel like you're ready for this manifestation to come in. You're ready for this change. Okay, what's the Knight of Cups in reverse? You're ready for whatever comes with it. You have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, like I said, like I feel like it's funny because the tables turn. It's like, you're gonna be lazy. Okay, now I have to be lazy. Oopsie. Oopsie. But it's not the same lazy though. You had to stop putting into work into something because they were forcing you to do it. Because whatever they did, now you can't keep your promise because of what you're doing. So now, because of what you're doing, now I'm going to have to not put any work. How does that taste? Does it taste good? I hope it does. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like you were not having fun, but shit. They don't know that. They probably think that you were having a blast doing, not putting work and whatever. Little do they know you were not having fun because you didn't want to do this. It was not in the books. It was not in the whatever, you know. Whatever. What's the Fool in reverse? What's the Fool in reverse? I feel like these people are definitely stressing now. Okay. The King of Wands in reverse. Aries, Leo, Sag. Yeah, I feel like they're gonna hold a grudge on you forever. These people HATEU, okay, for whatever you did. But these are people who are not holding themselves accountable for the fact that, like, you had to do what you had to do because of it. This is like a job that is like, that ended up like blocking you in some way. You know, like, they're not letting you move up. They're not, you know, you stayed in the company you've been in the company 20 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And you keep trying to move up and they keep blocking you. You know, your boss is like, we need you this year. We need you this year. We need you this year. And then, you know, so you're like, all right, so then I'm done. And then you leave them with no 2 weeks, no nothing, because why would you? 10 years in the game and y'all still got me at the lowest entry level. And Kanisha just came in 2 years ago and y'all got them higher than me. That's crazy. But y'all need me. I'm good. I'm not gonna keep my promise here. I'm good. You know, and it's like, and now they're mad and angry because what you did, you left them at a time. Like I said, you just stopped showing up to something. You left a mess, but they created a mess. You know, they were trying to block you with the Fool reverse. No, you know, you can't do whatever they were trying to do. It was a reason to block you because they're lazy. They don't want to put in the work. The Knight of Pentacles. They've trusted you. You were all reliable. They trusted you. So, hold on. You know, let them be mad. Go be mad. The freak. What they're really mad about is that how reliable and consistent you were. And now it's gonna be hard to find somebody like that. You know? And I feel like because you were so reliable and consistent, they didn't see this shit coming. They didn't think you would ever do this. Because you stuck on there for those 20 years. They thought you was going to stay for 20 more. Get the out of here. What's the Six of Pentacles here? The Lovers. Gemini energy here. Yeah. I feel the universe is going to be very generous here. I feel the universe is also pushing you and guiding you towards your lover, your soulmate, or your soul tribe, okay, or your soul job, your soul place of living. Like the universe is going to be very generous in that, okay? I feel like your path is meant to be generous. I feel like a lot of you guys pass a certain threshold in your life, okay? And I feel like, now the universe is going to be very generous, very fair, because now I feel like a lot of you guys are headed. This change is going to lead you right to where you need to be at, right with the person you need to be at, with the people, the circumstances, okay? Very freaking good. Very freaking good. All right. Last card you have is the storyteller in reverse, number 17, with child in reverse, number 18, Aries energy here. Okay, it could be about your child as well. Um, I'll say this the child message after, okay? I feel like something here is not over, okay? There's a new it was something is just delayed, but something is not over. Um, I feel like something is not over. What is the storyteller in reverse and child? Like you're not gonna have to like I feel like you're gonna be able to leave where you left off on something. You're not gonna have to turn the page. You're not gonna start something new. Like something is this is not something new. This is something that you already know. Something is just delayed. What is the storyteller in reverse and child in reverse? You have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Wands in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Three of Cups with the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. You're looking real good, smelling real good right now. Okay. Um, So I feel like you are going to reunite with somebody here or be able to celebrate. Okay, with the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's okay if you want to close your heart off right now. That's fine. With the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Six of Swords, something is going to be a lot easier than you think. There's not going to be any challenges. You will be able to move forward. Okay, I feel the universe wants you to be confident and know that this is going to happen. Okay, something there's just a delay here. That's all that it is. Let's clarify. What's the Six of Swords? You have the Knight of Cups. Could be about love, all right? Yeah, I feel like you are going to be able to move forward. You are going to be able to get the communication or get the sweetness that you want from someone or a situation. The Knight of Cups, again, double confirming you will be dating somebody or getting the communication that you need. What's the Ten of Wands here in reverse? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy there. The Page of Swords, Aquarius by Gemini. Yeah, you're going to get communication that something is going to be less challenging than what you thought. I feel like there's delays because something is going to be made easier, okay? You have the Eight of Wands, and it's going to help something move a lot more faster, quicklier here. What's the Ace of Cups in reverse? You have the Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, it's okay if you want to close yourself off to this right now because there's delays, and just nurture yourself, take care of yourself right now. That's okay. This is gonna come around anyway. Okay. You have the Six of Cups. Yeah, something. This person thinks about you all the time. It could definitely be about your kids. This person thinks about you all the time. Okay, their soul misses you. They miss you. They can't wait. Okay, what's the Three of Cups here? The Five of Pentacles. All right. Yeah. I feel like, right now you're left out in the dark. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know when this is going to happen. But that's okay. All right. The universe just wants you to close off to this so that you don't, it's like you're just like, I can't care about this because I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, like I feel like you closing yourself off to this is like a smart decision to do. It's like let me focus on me and the things that I can, and then when this happens, it happens. Yes, okay. The Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like it was a difficult decision to do this because it's like the universe is leaving you in limbo. But it's like the universe is leaving you in limbo right now, so that in the future something is going to be a lot easier, less challenging, which is going to be worth it. Okay. Now, if this is about your child, okay. I feel like you don't like your child's friends, who they hang out with. I don't know. Okay, obviously your child, whatever. I feel with the Six of Cups here, I feel like it's fine. I feel like with the five, I always get this message. I got this message before. With the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you're just like, man, you. It's kind of like you're looking at your child and you're like, man, they don't treat you. Why did they invite you? Oh, so only Samantha and Kanisha could go together? Like that's crazy. Like why are they leaving you out in the cold? Like that's crazy. Little do you know your child is doing this. This is not something that like your child is being bullied or whatever. And you better get used to it because your child's gonna have these friends for a while. Okay. Um, I feel like it's upsetting your child that you keep like probing them and like asking about stuff and like it's like the first time you saw that like they were left out. It's like now every time they're left out, like you ask them stuff or you tell them stuff or it's like you're just being you're like making up like, oh, let's go see a movie, and it's like, yeah, I never do that. Like this person is mad. Your child is mad because you're like doing too much. With the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles, this person they're deciding. They're putting themselves out in the cold. They're like, hey, we're gonna go do the. Oh, I don't really want to. I feel like your child is in a state of like learning to like nurture themselves, take care of themselves, right? I feel like your child is purposely like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna stay home and focus on me. I'm gonna stay home and do this and whatever. Your child is like doing this on purpose, so relax. Stop thinking that you know it all, okay? And stop being so smothering, like cop off, okay? I also feel like you're worried about your child in the future, like having, like the attraction or whatever. I feel like your child is like a really good looking girl or a boy, and you're like, man, you might be a problem. They might they might they might use their looks to their advantage. So you better not spoil your child. I'm gonna tell you how to prevent that. Don't spoil your child. If you know your child is like a little, you know how they say, oh, she gonna be a woman, a man, whatever. He gonna be a woman, whatever. If you know that, then you need to not spoil your child. Because if you spoil your child, then your child's gonna grow up and be like, man, I could do whatever the freak I want. I look good, I smell good, and my mom and dad gave me everything I wanted when I was little. So I can do whatever I want, and they're gonna become a crazy psychotic person who's gonna be out here just tearing up the world. So yeah, let's get you some advice. What is thoughts in reverse and call of the muse? Somebody's name could be Gabby. That could be your child's name. What is thoughts in reverse and call of the muse? You have sailor's knot, entanglement, energetic cores, ties, and bonds. All right. Yeah, I feel like you and this person are tied together. Okay. Driftwood, go with the flow, trust where the universe is taking you. Yeah, I feel like we just want you to go with the flow. I feel like, this is still gonna happen, like I said. I feel like you and this person have a connection here. I don't feel that this sailor's knot is a bad. Okay, I feel like you guys are energetically connected. Okay, so you could be feeling a lot. You could be feeling this person a lot. They're definitely feeling you too. Okay, they're feeling the pull. You're feeling the pull. Okay, you could feel like a knot in your stomach, but it's not like a scary knot. It's like a good knot. That's the knot that's like pushing you towards this person. Okay, like I feel like you could feel it. What is change and a merry motive? You have lighthouse. When the seas are rough, search for the light worker. Okay, yeah, I feel like you are a light worker. I feel like you are very compassionate. You're very healing. You love to heal others. You love to help others. You love to like push others for growth and expansion. You're not an ass kisser. Okay, and I feel like the universe is like, how I always say, who's gonna heal the healers? The universe. I feel like a lot of you guys could be healers as well. And I feel like the universe is like showing you, like, when the seas are rough, search for the light. And you did that. You searched for the light. Okay. Like I said, I feel like when Sid was whatever, you're like, all right, where's the exit? Plain and simple. Y'all gonna create rough seas for me? Where's the damn exit? I don't care if I have to not keep my promise. Yeah, you started it. Like, you know, the manatee, forgiveness, surrender, and release. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be willing to surrender and release something here. I feel like you're supported by the universe. I feel like you're a light worker. I feel like the universe is going to show you, like, you know, we are the ones that got you when no one else got you. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it serves to be a good person and be fair and generous to others, because, man, the universe has control of all this shit. What is child in reverse and the storyteller in reverse? Life, boy, don't give up. Help is on the way. All right. Yeah, I do feel like, this delay, don't worry. Someone is going to come and help you, or you guys are going to start this new thing. Something is just delayed. Don't give up on it. You have whale. Your voice matters. Speak your truth. Okay. Yeah. When this shows up, delays are always, protection, or delays are always just We should always look at delays as time to kind of like reflect, like look at something, we do something. Um, I feel like this delay also is happening because the universe wants you to know your truth. They want you to know your truth and own it, because you are going to have to speak your truth to this new beginning, to this person, to this reuniting. So it's like, it's bet you need to be understand your truth, be honest, be clear and honest about your truth, and then you can be able to speak it to someone else. Okay. If this is about your child here, okay, I feel like, like I said, this person is not going to give up on these friends. Nothing. This person is causing delays on themselves. This person is like, I'm not going to go to the party today. With your voice matters, speak your truth. It's like this person's honest. They're like, I'm just chilling right now. I just feel like your child is moving into an era of loving themselves, nurturing themselves. Like, they might be even outgrowing their friends, one by one, right? You never know, right? It's like, and you don't like them, right? So it's like, they're gonna be out. I don't feel like I don't feel like your kids' friends have bad intentions for your child, so you need to know that. But it's like they're gonna be on their way out anyway. Your child could be outgrowing these friends, but they're gonna outgrow the friends when they're supposed to, not when you want to, and not by you net 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 net. You need to allow your child to breathe and experience life. Because if they don't, when they go outside, they're going to get smacked around and tossed around. So you need to make sure that you let them experience life. Let shit happen. That's how you learn. You get thick skin. You don't, so like your child doesn't go outside and allow people to walk all over them. Because outside is ugly. If you don't have a backbone, if you're not confident, they will walk all over you outside. So make sure, like I said, you're not spoiling your child either. That's not going to help them in the future. So that I have for you. I hope this helped. Have a good day or a good night whenever you watch this, and stay positive.